Yo, what's up, Pride Nation? Back at you with another one on today. I am TA of Noble Sports Entertainment. I'd like to thank you guys for stopping by the channel on today. I want to give some shout outs to some brothers on today. Want to give a shout out to 313 J-Mo, also Derek P. Fields of the Gridiron Blitz. Go subscribe to these channels. Also, my brother Luke G of Luke G's Field Review. Great interview the other day with Everything King. Definitely, man, loving what the Detroit Alliance is starting to do. Also, new members of the Detroit Alliance, Travis Troxel and Troxel Sports. Go check him out, guys. Definitely, he has a video coming out for you guys. Also, Micro Mike, Dosa Dion, Man Beast Morris. The list goes on and on. Definitely want to give a shout out to these guys that make Detroit videos. All you guys, there's too many of you guys to name, but I want to give a shout out to all the subscribers and subs. All right, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this one. All right, guys, Detroit Lions are set to host Will Grier, and I want to talk a little bit about Will Grier with you on today. Grier is one of the most accurate passers in this draft. His completion percentage, guys, is about 67%. Last season, he threw for 3,864 yards with 37 touchdowns and only throwing 8 picks. Definitely, this is something that the Detroit Lions are looking for because the knack on Will Grier is that he comes up big in high pressure moments. And I saw that with Will Grier. That's definitely when he had an opportunity to play against Texas last season, which was a huge game for West Virginia. He went in there and got the win, and that's not easy going to Texas and getting a huge win like that. But we know that there's a lot of teams that are needy for a quarterback, and Will Grier is one of those guys that can make every throw. He's a very talented quarterback, and he's not to be taken lightly. Definitely, man. If I'm the Detroit Lions, I make Will Grier a point of interest. I know that there's other teams that's going to be scouting him as well, but the Detroit Lions are looking possibly to get a quarterback. We know that the Detroit Lions picked up Connor Cook as well as picking up signing Tom Savage. But we just don't know yet who's going to be the number 2 quarterback. These guys are going to have to battle for the position in camp to see who has the rights to back up Matthew Stafford. But I do like this year's prospect in Will Grier. I definitely think that he's a very talented guy. He may be under the radar right now because he's not being talked about a lot in the draft, but he's a guy that probably could be a starter. If he had the opportunity to be drafted higher, he probably could be a starter. But you just never know, man. So the Lions, I'm loving what Bob Quinn is doing. He's just making sure that he's going over every draft prospect as possible and trying to get the right talent in here. So if Matthew Stafford were to go down, the Detroit Lions will have a guy in here that will be able to pick up where the team started and where they left. And that player will come in and make the right plays, man. So definitely, man, I definitely think that Will Grier is a talent, and you don't find quarterbacks like this that often. I know that this draft class is not rich in quarterbacks this season. We know that next year will be the ultimate bread and butter for a lot of teams as far as drafting quarterbacks goes, because a lot of quarterbacks will be coming out next season. And there's a lot of dual threat quarterbacks coming out as well as a lot of passing quarterbacks. But Will Grier has to be a point of interest for the Detroit Lions as he is set to be hosted by the Lions. Hopefully this interview goes well. I would love to have a guy like Will Grier on the team to back up Matthew Stafford. But you just never know what direction the Lions are going to go into. But it's good that the Lions have decided to host him because a lot of teams are not talking about him. And I know they're probably not talking about him because they're probably going to end up trying to draft him. So you just never know, guys. The guy is talented. He can make the throws, and he will be a good player when he gets that opportunity to play in the NFL. All right, guys, let me know in the comments section, what do you think about Will Grier? I'm out of here. Peace.